I didn't see this one coming. This market, it tightened up very quickly and is essentially the same exact market as this time last year. This collapse of new listings and thereby inventory levels is really making for an interesting end of the year, making it very difficult to call next year's shot for next year's predictions. In this video, we're going to go over the single family and condo markets in the state of Massachusetts. We're also going to do a quick interest rate update and maybe talk about some relevant current events. Hey, it's Jeff Chubb. I'm a recovering investment banker turned real estate agent. I've sold more than 1,000 houses. If you have any questions in regards to real estate, then nope, I'm here to help. Don't want to pay 2.5% or 3% commission to your buyer's agent when buying a house? Yeah, makes sense, right? Then reach out and let's talk about the purchase power plan and how you can save thousands, possibly tens of thousands on your 2025 home purchase. Let's jump into the single-family market stats. We now have 4,304 single-family homes on the market. Now, this is 21.1% fewer homes on the market than just 28 days ago. The decreasing inventory has made way for a tight market that is beginning to benefit home sellers. You will really be able to see this when we start talking about months of inventory very shortly. Last week, we actually dipped below the 2022 levels, but this week we jumped just a little over the line to slightly edge out 2022's levels. We now have 505 more houses on the market when compared to the same week last year. Now only 67 more houses on the market when compared to 2022. We listed 570 single-family homes this week, which is compared to 513 this week last year, and this means that we were 57 units or 11.1% higher than levels we saw in 2023. That 4-week rolling average, that's 606 units. This week, we put 611 single-family homes under agreement. This is 79 units or 11.5% less than the same week last year. We put 690 houses under agreement. Now that 4-week rolling average, that's 783 units. So when compared to last year's market, new listings were up by 11.1%, while under agreements were down by 11.5%. A quick highlight is that the decrease year over year under agreements could be thanks to the later than normal Thanksgiving. This pending to new listing ratio, it's up. The ratio of 200.3% is compared to 111.1% that we saw this week last year. What this means is that over 200% of all the properties that came on the market just 2 weeks ago went under agreement last week. This is why I can make sense for a seller to stay on the market heading into December. We have seen the pending to new listing ratio be over 100% for the last 4 weeks. There were 825 single-family homes that closed last week for an average sales price of $833,000 and a median sales price of $662,000. Sales levels compared to the same week last year were up by 299 units or 56.8%. There are 526 single-family houses that sold this week last year for an average sale price of $733,000. Months of inventory. This is how we determine what type of market we're in. 0 to 5 months. That's considered a seller's market. The closer you get to 0, the more aggressive and stronger the seller's market that it is. This week, months of inventory came in at 1.46 months. This 1.46 months this week is compared to the 1.41 months this week last year. Now, the gap between this year and last year fell to 0.04 months. 2023 and 2024 markets conditions are pretty much identical, and it all happened within the last couple of weeks. Real quick, it's my shameless plug. I just want to mention that if you are thinking about buying or selling a house, it'll be a true pleasure to help you. Now, onto the condo market. This was interesting. The condo market inventories actually leveled off. We now have 2,542 condos on the market as of Monday. This means that there is 17% less inventory in the market today than the inventory levels of just 28 days ago. We now have 350 more units on the market today than today last year, 333 more compared to the inventory levels of 2022, 576 more units than in 2021. There are 315 condos that came on the market last week with that 4-week rolling average of 266 units. The 315 listed was 77 units or 30.2% more than the 255 condos that came on the market this same week back in 2023. This week we put 231 units under agreement. Now that 231 condo sales is 69 units or 24.4% fewer than the 283 condos we put under agreement this week last year. And that 4-week rolling average, that's 309 units. So 30.2% more listings came on the market when compared to this week last year, while selling 24.4% fewer condos. This week's pending to new listing ratio is 142.6%, and this is compared to the 95.6% that we saw this time last year. There were 299 condos that sold this week for an average sales price of $737,000 and a median sales price of $570,000. This same week last year, there were 212 condos that sold with an average sales price of $726,000. So sales levels, they were down by 37.7%. Even in the condo market, we've seen a plummet of our months of inventory. Months of inventory inched up to 2.18 months this week compared to the 2.16 months we recorded last week. But this is compared to the 1.99 months of inventory levels that we saw this week last year. And the year-over-year inventory spread dropped to 0.19 months. And you just need to be a huge favor. Can you hit that like button right down there? Believe it or not, just plays that YouTube algorithm. Makes a huge difference to the channel as well as me. So please do so. And if you're enjoying the content, then I appreciate you considering subscribing, because that one, it doesn't hurt either. Time to talk about interest rates. It's been a great week for interest rates. Actually, it's been a good couple weeks. Interest rates are down 0.14% in the last week. And this graph really shows you that downward trajectory of the interest rates have taken in the last couple weeks. This is great news for home buyers and home sellers as we head in 2025, but don't get carried away. Projections mean crap, but don't get too excited because, again, for the record, I personally think higher rates are a good thing to help ensure prices just don't skyrocket again. Realtor.com predicts a 30-year average for a mortgage rate will be 6.3% in 2025, and all the predictions that I've seen have been in the high 5% or low median to median 6% range. No one's predicting rates are going to go down to 3 or 4%. In other words, if you're waiting for interest rates to drop, then don't. Everyone is expecting any rate adjustment to be marginal from here on out. All right, guys, so this is going to be the last market update. As not much is going on in the coming weeks. I wish you and your family the best this holiday season. So please have a Merry Christmas, have a Happy Hanukkah, and an absolutely amazing New Year. If you want to talk about your personal real estate needs, because maybe they're a goal for yours for 2025, then I'd love to chat with you. Whether you're looking to buy or sell a house in the next 9 or 90 days, then yeah, reach out, because it would be a true pleasure to talk about your real estate goals. And the real estate wise, not much is going on in the next couple of weeks, so you're going to be able to get me. But if you also know of anyone else that's thinking about buying, selling a house, then I truly appreciate you just passing along my contact information. You can visit me at YouTubeRealEstateAgent.com or find all my contact information in the description below right down there. Until next year.